So there's a visible wave and there's a hidden wave for progressives. Now, why is that? Because most of the polling looks at likely voters. So when you see the polling and the Democrats are up by 9 in a generic congressional poll, well, that's the visible wave. You can see it with your own eyes. It's in the polling, and there now a lot of the races in the Senate and governor's races are very close too. But the Democrats have a sizable lead in the House races. Anywhere from 26 to 39 seat pickup is where most of the pollsters have them. But in terms of the hidden wave, that is how many people that don't normally vote and are not tracked by pollsters are going to show up. Well, in the case of Georgia and actually Texas as well, there's been a huge surge in young voters. In the case of the country overall, women are voting early in greater numbers than they have in the past. So 51% of the population is women, but they're voting at about 54% right now, which on a macro scale across the country is a giant difference, obviously. And voter turnout this year, as opposed to 2014, the last midterm election, is up by 12 million votes already in early voting.
Already, yeah.
Well, in Georgia in particular, the early vote is more than twice as high as it was the last time around.
Yeah, this is going to be the highest turn. This is, I suspect, and I'm certainly not alone, this is going to be the highest turnout midterm election that maybe we've seen in our lifetimes.
Yeah. The Parkland students really galvanized a movement with the youth. And for me, when this tragedy happened and these kids and their grief came out and just did this for the kids, and I think they spearheaded a lot of the young people to get on board.
They changed the manner in which the press dealt with gun questions to mainstream politicians backed by the NRA. Yeah. Because traditionally that was just dealt the way, well, the NRA says this, and the gun control activists say this. But here it was a 19-year-old kid, or excuse me, a 17-year-old kid who had just seen, two 15-year-old friends of his murdered, saying to Marco Rubio, "You're a liar." Yeah. Right. Yeah. And it shook the establishment media. Like, wow, that kid called him a liar. Right? That's not how we talk.
2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below. Then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.